Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bailey in at the 3, the small forward. And for Las Vegas, well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Walker, a screen on George. Pass to Robertson. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George with it. Here's Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Walker pulls down the board. Walker, a screen on George. Outside Walker. Over George. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
George passes to Markkanen. Shoots over Walker. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
You cannot give Markkanen room to shoot from the mid-range. I mean, he's capable of dropping these in bunches.
Pass to Gonzalez. In the air. The rebound by Markkanen.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. You just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
Here's Bailey. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. From deep. Knocks down the long J.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Shumshay. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robertson. And a miss there on the triple. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season. Averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Las Vegas calls timeout. And time now to give some credit to the teams that have been getting after it defensively since the All-Star break.
Their enthusiasm on defense since the break has been fun to watch, making plenty of trouble for the offense and reaping the rewards on the other end.
For Las Vegas, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Walker, a screen on George. Outside Walker. They need this. Hits the trifecta. Walker's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep you. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Markkanen. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Las Vegas' head coach, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope he can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's George. 10 points in his last outing. Markkanen outside. Clock at 6 to the inside. And Bailey gets it to go. He's got 5.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. He's off on the layup. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. George finds Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Inside. And here's George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Robertson. Las Vegas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one misses.
Las Vegas. Robertson. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And they're one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Top 10 in the NBA on the boards. Their bigs have used their length to seal the glass.
And their low turnovers are a standout stat for them. They make smart, quick passes and do a good job protecting the ball from fast hands. Here's Robertson. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Outside Walker. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah leading by 5. Now here's George. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. That one is off.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Pass to Robertson. The 3. Counted from distance. Robertson's got 6.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's George. Up and in on the layup.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Pass to Robertson. Here he goes. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Las Vegas shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And, guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Now George. Down low. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Pass to Robertson. Nice move. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. Here's Gonzalez. No good. That would have tied it. Now here's George. Here's Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to Robertson. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Now here's Johnson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Juzang. Here's Mobo. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Gonzalez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And he also made an impact at the defensive end, blocking 2 shots and contesting others.
To the left wing. Pass to Bailey. Basket's good. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Here's Shepard, covered by Johnson. Here's Robertson. Pass to Gonzalez. Launches it. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And here's Walker. Here's Filipowski. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston. That ties the game.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
Last time they lost a close one against this team. You have to wonder what they could have done if it wasn't for their foul trouble in that game.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Here's Shepard. He really had an off game against the Rockets. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Robertson. Rebounded by Bailey.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
That one drops for him. And the Jazz lead by 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Utah leading by 3. Pass to Jose. 4-3. Here's Johnson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Shepard. Walker for 3. Utah with the rebound. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Here's Robertson. 11 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. In transition, here they come. Pass to Johnson. Here's Jose. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Shepard.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Robertson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Yeah, just some missed opportunities at the stripe. Unfortunate.
And those can often come back to haunt you. They've got to focus and really make the most of the chances.
Johnson for 3. He buries it from 3. Johnson's gotten his second bucket on the night. Las Vegas trails by 7. Here's Shepard. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Pass to Robertson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He's shooting 4 of 7 at the foul line in this game.
He really hasn't shown us much from the free throw line so far.
Well, perhaps he can settle into a better rhythm as we get a little bit deeper into this ball game. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Jazz out in front, up 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pass to Bird. Here's Jose. Marking it outside. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
And for Utah, we've got Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bird in at the shooting guard position. And George with some nice D.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And for Las Vegas, pass to Filipowski. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. It's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
George with it. He's got 7. Pass to Markkanen. No good from outside.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That shot off. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Bird. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Knocks it down from distance. Filipowski's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Utah making a switch here. Bailey's checked in. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Sends it home from three-point land. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Bailey. To the inside. Here's Hauser. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And there it is for him. Now just a 3-point Jazz lead.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Sexton. Markkanen sets a screen. The 3 is up. Sexton misses. Pass to Hauser. Five on the clock. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz leading by 3. Down low. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Gonzalez. Over to the wing. Let's go with a 3. Rebound, Utah.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Las Vegas. The Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to Hauser. The 3. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Jazz leading by 5. Sexton looking around. Here's George. Blocked. Here's Gonzalez. He drops it from range. Gonzalez has got 6.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. Markkanen outside. And they're pushing it up. Launches a 3. Hauser can't get it to go. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Bailey. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Inside, here's George. Utah gets it back. Pass to Bailey. Nails the wide-open jumper. Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Out to the right wing. The shot misses. Utah leading by 6. Markkanen left side. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Give him 8 points now.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Utah shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And the free throw, no good. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Clock at 4. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts in the game.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Number 30, 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here's Shepard. Can they get it? Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Robertson. Here's the 3. Utah grabs the miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Markkanen outside. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Las Vegas.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Outside Walker. Here's Shepard, covered by Johnson. Lets it go. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Shepard's got his 2nd basket of the night. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 14-5 run. Markkanen outside. That's what he does. Lauri Markkanen.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
To the right side. And there's the screen. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shepard. Here's Filipowski. Just 5 to shoot. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Filipowski's got 10 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Markkanen misses.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Robertson. 1:51 left in the second period, and he trims the lead to single digits. Shepherd's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
There's a screen. Markkanen from long range. Doesn't go that time.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Cuts off the pass. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
7th in three-point field goal percentage. And they place in the top 10 in fast break points. They take their chances to run, and it's something they're really good at.
And you love how they've controlled the glass at both ends. It takes a huge effort to out-rebound this club. A minute 15 left to play in the first half of basketball. To the wing on the left. Left side Johnson. Lets a floater go. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the drive. Pass to Robertson. Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside. We'll see.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Utah leading by 9. Pass to Bird. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Right side Johnson. Here's Bird. Shot clock at 5. Goes up from the top of the key, and they pick up 2. Johnson's got 7. 15 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Shepherd. He has 7. Here's Robertson. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
The ball goes to Las Vegas.
Here's Hauser. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Utah with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
And next up, we have the award winners, our Players of the Month in the East and the West. In the East, Jalen Johnson.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bailey in at the small forward position. Here's Gonzalez. High arcing shot, and that one's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's George. Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen takes the bump and sinks the shot. Las Vegas trails by 9. Walker sets a screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen, and he drops the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Bailey. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Following the bucket by Utah. Walker's shot is off. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Gonzalez. First personal foul. First team foul.
George passes to Bailey. Now here's Sexton. And here's George from outside the arc. Drains the triple. And now a 12-point Utah lead.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. 9 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Bailey. He's got 18. From the arc. Another 3 for Utah.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Las Vegas has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Las Vegas calls timeout. And this is how the West looks with just 3 games left until the playoffs begin. You look at the Jazz. If the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7 seed. And, of course, Las Vegas, quite a bit of space between these two.
When I look at Utah, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. These shooting guards have been so sharp at the charity stripe of late. The 2K leaderboard showing the best free throw shooters over the last 10 games. Second, Colin Sexton.
And 2 guard is a position where you'll find a number of great free throw shooters. These guys are the best of the best.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. That's good from George.
For the Jazz, Keontae George. 2 shots.
George hits them both. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Walker, a screen on Sexton. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Lauri Markkanen. He misses the free throw.
At the line for Las Vegas, number 10. 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Bailey. With the floater, it's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 6th assist of the night. And stolen by Sexton. Here's George. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Shumshay. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Here's Gonzalez. He has 6. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Gonzalez has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. George outside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Utah grabs the miss. Bailey's got rebound number 7 tonight. Markkanen finds Sexton. Back to Markkanen. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
And they've landed in the top 10 for team scoring. They're making smart decisions on that end and presenting a challenge for most defenses.
And you pointed it out. This team is tremendous beyond the arc. They hit threes at a very good clip. And that opens up the court. Now here's Markkanen. He's got 17 for 3. Sexton.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Markkanen, the pass to Bailey. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
Juzang, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Gonzalez. Give him 8, and he gets that one.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Now here's George, tightly guarded. And here's Sexton, and we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Pass to Gonzalez. Takes a 3. No good that time. Utah leading by 12. Here's Bailey. For 3, George buries it from 3. George has got 15.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
The kick out to Walker. Fires the 3. Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. Here's Juzang. Here's Bailey. Walker covering. Here's Bailey. He's got 25. An easy 2 on the layup. Bailey's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Takes it inside. Pass to Shumshay. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Teams in the penalty.
The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. 16-point lead. Pass to Bird. For 3. Hauser grabs the board. For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Now here's Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Shepard. 7 points in the game. Clock at 2. Hauser sinks the tray. Hauser's got 10 points in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
With the teardrop. Right wing. Here's Bird. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Jazz lead by 16.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Walker. Driving in. Here's Hauser. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Hauser's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Bailey. He's got 27. Pass to Bird. Here's Bailey. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one. Here's Shepard. Walker, a screen on Johnson. The kick out to Walker. 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Outside Johnson. Off the mark there with a 3.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Pass to Shepard. And there's the rejection. Here's Bailey. Up top, Johnson. Here's Bailey. There's the triple. The shot by Johnson, no good.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Tries again. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And they call an illegal screen here. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. In the third spot, the Jazz.
These guys have been spacing the floor, spreading out the defense, and getting the three-point shots they want as opposed to settling for bad ones.
There's a screen. Pass to Shepard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. 1:24 left in the third quarter of the game. With the drive, here's Johnson, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
and really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Second free throw, no good. Las Vegas trails by 10. Here's Shepard. 9 points in the game. Pass to Robertson. Filipowski for three. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Jazz, Keon Johnson taking 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Filipowski. Can't connect from short range.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
To the paint. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Knocks it down from distance. Filipowski's got 5 points now this quarter. Utah leading by 11.
Las Vegas foul.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game.
Teams in the power.
No good on that one.
Keon Johnson at the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. Pass to Hauser. Here's Filipowski. Fires from deep. And no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Utah ahead, up by 12. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Shepard, and it's Robertson in at the 3 spot. Pass to Shepard from deep. Counted from distance.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's Johnson from downtown. Knocks down the triple. And the Jazz lead by 12.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Jazz. Number 30.
Pass to Filipowski.
Utah foul.
Lowry Markkanen's checked in for Utah.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Jazz. Number 23. Lowry Markkanen.
Here's Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Filipowski. It's guarded by Markkanen. Robertson's shot is off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Count that bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Shepard. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. The Jazz making a switch here. Bailey's checked in. Jazz on D. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Lowry Markkanen. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
The first free throw is good. Walker, he's checked in for Las Vegas.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Shepard. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. Utah leading by 13. Here's Bailey. Another shot. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's Walker on the wing. Walker sets a screen. Pass to Gonzalez. Again the miss by Las Vegas.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
And, you know, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
Sexton's checked in for Juzang. Las Vegas trails by 16. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Fires for 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. For 3, George. The rebound by Shepard. Las Vegas has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Walker sets a screen. Knocked loose. And stolen by Markkanen. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. He goes up. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Walker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's a screen. It's Walker on the wing. And he just hasn't been able to get it going.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's Shepard. To the wing, right side. Pass to Gonzalez. Outside Walker. Unloads. Cans it from the wing.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on an 11-3 run. George passes to Sexton. The 3-ball. George's shot is off. Las Vegas trails by 17. Here's Shepard. Walker, a screen on Sexton. Here's Shepard. The shot won't fall. Pass to Bailey. Now here's George. And here's Markkanen. 6 to shoot. And the baseline jumper goes down. Markkanen's got 9 points here in the second half.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Driving inside, and the shot goes down.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
To the inside, they swipe it. And they're on the run. Here's Shumshay, and he jams it home with authority.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Bailey. Over to the wing. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Shepard. Outside Walker. Knocks down the long J.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
George outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 15.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Outside Walker. Pass to Shepard. And stolen by Markkanen. The ball's knocked loose. Back to Walker. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Colin Sexton. Jazz leading by 12. Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. Pass to Markkanen. George outside. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by George.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Markkanen against Walker. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 will put him in a rough, tough spot.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Las Vegas trails by 15. Here's Shepard. Outside Walker to the right side. Walker sets a screen. Here's Robertson. Connects from downtown. Robertson's got 19 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Bailey for 3. George. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Shumche's got 4 rebounds now. Gonzalez passes to Walker. Here's Shepard. Walker, a screen on George. Back to Walker. This one for 3. Here's Shumche, and he dunks it down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity. Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
Las Vegas trails by 13. Here's Shepard. Outside Walker. Walker, a screen on George. Pass to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 21.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Markkanen right side. Back to George. Here's Bailey. The rebound by Shepard. Shepard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker, a screen on George. Here's Shepard. The kick out to Walker. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
George for 3. It's hauled in by Shumche. Shumche's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Big rebound on a night where they haven't exactly controlled the glass.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Sexton, no good on the shot. Oh, nice D from Walker. They set a pick. Pass to Robertson. And he banks in the layup. Robertson's got 23 points.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Now here's Markkanen. Puts up a 3. Gonzalez pulls it in. Gonzalez has got 4 rebounds now. Walker, a screen on George. Outside Walker. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Keontae George. So the first one drops, and that brings him within 5. And so he hits both.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Now George. Down low. Here's Markkanen, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. That's good for Markkanen. Well, Las Vegas is shooting great so far, 52% in the fourth. Pass to Robertson. Walker, a screen on Sexton. To the paint. Nice shot by Walker.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's George. Here's Markkanen. Goes to the fadeaway. Markkanen's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Man, the shooting ability of Markkanen, really got to appreciate that. He's an impressive scorer who can knock these shots down consistently.
Pass to Walker. Here's Shumshay. Back to Walker. Lets it go from deep. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
It's George with the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Robertson. No good with the triple. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Las Vegas calls timeout. They're down by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Money from deep. And it's Utah with the ball. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Teams in the penalty.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 7-point game. Las Vegas calls timeout. They trail by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems... futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
No good on the quick 3. Sexton with it. So we see the Jazz get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Lauri Markkanen.